And action.
We're so official.
Hi, welcome to Caffeinate and Hydrate. Today our coffee is from Futures in Clearfield. They're a cute little coffee shop. They're pretty new. They're actually opening a place out in Syracuse as well, so you'll be able to get it there. I'm super boring. I'm drinking just an Americano with splash of cream, splash of honey. Nice and easy.
Nice. I just took the first sip of my coffee, so I don't know if you guys caught that. I'm gonna go back because I'm pretty sure that face was awesome. So I just got the drink special of the day, which is a brown sugar cinnamon latte.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I feel like this is a Christmas coffee though.
Oh yeah, I could
It reminds me of
more
all
fall.
things winter. And as you can tell, I'm wearing shorts, so it's definitely not still winter. This is the first day I'm wearing shorts, which is always a celebratory day in my book.
Nice.
And I wore my cute little hoodie that says, "First I drink the coffee, then I do the things." Very fitting for what we're doing here.
Pretty much. It has. The weather here has been amazing. I actually worked outside yesterday. That is one of the major bonuses of being an entrepreneur is you don't have to be stuck in an office. You can literally go and work anywhere. I worked from my daughter's soccer practice and it was glorious.
I tried a trail run yesterday with my dogs yesterday afternoon. I actually got bogged down with work, so I didn't get out of here as early as I wanted to, but the trails were really muddy. But I hate running in the spring because you feel so heavy. It's like my legs were filled with cement.
All of the fall, winter.
Right.
Overeating, sweet.
Yeah, in yoga we call it excess kapha, which sounds nicer.
Yeah.
So yes, working out that kapha.
Yeah. I'm actually doing a sugar detox with a group of gals right now, and you know what? This week actually went super well. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. No crazy headaches or anything. So
good. Very good. Yeah, I did a cleanse earlier this week. I guess we can talk about cleanses for a second. So now is the time of year, really. This is when I typically do
shed all the blah.
Yeah. I haven't done one since I had major surgery in 2018. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And mine was really intense, and I will not tell you what it was because it's very dosha specific in Ayurveda. I've worked with a practitioner and done this before. So I got a migraine the second day, and I ended up eating 2 scoops of peanut butter, and I felt amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, food is so necessary. So my cute little niece Cameron was here with me, and she subscribes, so if you're watching this, Cameron. She was just looking at me like I was totally crazy because I was like, food is important.
Yes, it is.
But it's nice. I like doing cleanses because for me, it helps to reset my relationship with food.
Yeah,
It kind of provides that hard reset.
Dude, it's so mental.
So.
It's super mental.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to break up with bread. And every great major breakup, you always go back to it once in a while for just a little quick pick me up. But yeah, I do. I think I gotta break up.
I've always had good results when I break up with bread. It's so good.
It is so good.
But anyway, so we actually wanted to start by talking a little bit about the downs that we face. So
this was a hard week.
It
was. Let me rewind. It was a fantastic week. I actually got to go down to Lehigh to the Tangible School and listen to Nick Stagg and Scott Paul, who are the founder and CMO of Woolly. So it's an influencer company, and that was fantastic. I got a lot of golden nuggets from that. So I don't want to say that the whole week was bad, because that was awesome. So total shout out to those two. They did very well. But today's been hard, and I have a crazy busy day of a lot that I have to get done for Moxie Blankets, and then a ton I have to get done for clients with the Moxie agency. And really, full disclosure, I want to curl up in a ball and not do anything right now because my son's dad passed away, and I found out a couple hours ago, and it is I loved him and hated him. So there's a lot of mixed emotions there. But that being an entrepreneur, that is super hard because it doesn't matter what you have going on in your personal life. You still have to get stuff done. I still have clients that I still have to do stuff for. I still have to do fulfillment. Like, you still have to do fulfillment. It literally does not matter what you're going through. The world does not stop turning for death, divorce, heartache, heartbreak, whatever, medical, like, as you know, it just doesn't, and that's super hard. So in times like this, I always find that, I need to reach out to, like, the women that, that I can just kind of vent to for a minute and push through. And, like, as much as I hate to say it, like, you kind of got to shelf those feelings for a little bit and push through and get done what you need to get done. And maybe, if you got to run to the bathroom and give yourself a moment, just do it.
Done that. So done that.
But that is, that's one of the really hard things with being an entrepreneur is it doesn't stop for anything.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And that's kind of where we found ourselves this morning. We both came in and we're both just kind of subdued. Like, she walked in and was like, "You too?" So, yeah. And I think that you're absolutely right. But there is something to be said for showing up, because my sister passed away a couple years ago, and I've had people come into this space not knowing a thing and have been so incredibly healing for me, but also they are great at just slicing that one right open and having no idea. But I think that it's good because it has forced me to face a lot of things that I wouldn't otherwise.
Right, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I'm grateful for that piece of it. I'm really open about my journeys, and so if any of you follow me on social, you probably know all about it anyway. But and then this morning, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the coronavirus for a minute, you guys.
As if you haven't already heard enough about it as it is.
Because we might as well. I'm a little frustrated because I have to self-cath, and it's a result of a surgery I had. I have a long history with endometriosis. This is actually Endometriosis Awareness Month, so fun plug.
Yes.
Learn everything you can about that, especially dudes. But I have to self-cath 5 times a day, and I have to use antiseptic wipes to clean the area so that I'm not putting bacteria into my body every time I do this.
Right.
I have had infection after infection after infection pretty much consistently since May of last year. Like, you guys, it's going on almost a year of just straight infections. And the last 3 weeks, I've been feeling better than I have felt in almost a year. And I've been really optimistic and really excited. And then today, I found out that these wipes are all on back order because
freaking doomsdayers.
All y'all doomsdayers took my supply. Not cool. And I even called my doctor's office, and they were like, "I'm sorry, we can't give them to you. Like, worst case scenario, you can use soap and water. But for me, like, I just got to a place where I'm feeling good." So
it's not really an option.
Yeah, and my immune system is compromised, so like I worry about the coronavirus in the sense that if I get it, what is my body gonna do? I think the vast majority of us shouldn't be worried because we can fight it. But the last bacteria I got was an opportunistic bacteria, which means it doesn't normally infect a healthy host. And so that concerns me. And these are the things that are always in my mind, but I'm still here, I'm still showing up, I'm still doing the public thing. Maybe just don't shake my hand or hug me if you see me. But so really frustrating morning. I'm currently asking all my friends, and I'll ask you guys too, look through your first aid kits.
Do you have any wipes?
Yeah, I'll
send
post
them immediately.
I'll post a picture of what they look like. And I mean, Amazon is where I usually get them. I've tried ordering them. They all say they're available, but then they take my money and don't send them. So
or they're like $500. So
they've marked them up like 70%. It's ridiculous. So I don't want to spend a lot of time there, but this is the frustration. And I think I was worried about this happening. I stockpile my catheters, but I didn't think about the wipes. And now this is something that I will always hoard because people are needing all of the supplies, I guess.
Yeah.
So, anyway, just wash your hands.
Please. I mean, that's probably not
It's a
something
given.
we should remind you.
Maybe wash them a
after
little
we do.
longer than you normally do if you want to be extra careful.
Yeah.
So that's all we're going to say about that.
One other thing I wanted to chat about is it is National Women's Awareness Month, right? So one of the, and I have no idea why this affected me so heavily on Super Tuesday, but I went in and I voted, and I walked out and I was like, just an overwhelming sense of gratitude that, one, being a woman, I could actually go in and do that, because it wasn't that long ago that we couldn't do that. We literally could not vote for who runs our country. This is our country. It's not a man's country. We contribute and provide so much to America that it's just mind-blowing that not that long ago women weren't able to vote. So that was just, so my shout out to for National Women's Awareness Month is just to all those ladies who fought for our right to vote, just to be heard, and just, I mean, because I'm sure it wasn't always pretty and it wasn't pleasant, and it was hard. It was a hard fought battle. So today I am super, super grateful that I got to wear my little I voted sticker, and can contribute to change and
I think that a lot of us tend to take advantage of that fact when you think about these women were not well liked.
No.
They were ostracized, they were
persecuted, and just, I mean, it was crazy.
And you think about the people now that we don't like to hear from, or that society doesn't like to hear from. Those are the people that are making changes, and I think that it's really important to recognize that. But for the, maybe we can have a sexism of the week. You just reminded me of something that happened. So ridiculous, you guys. Like, I really need a privilege belt. Dang it! Because this is worthy of the privilege belt. So I run a group for yoga on Facebook, and it's just a community group where everybody can come together. We have several small yoga studios in the area, so it's a place for them to post what they're doing and for students to find classes, etc., etc. And a lot of the posts are very women-centric because yoga is usually dominated by women. It is not exclusive to women. I want to make that very clear. There are men in classes, and so there was a post in there that got brought to my attention because I'm going to say it, a privileged white male was freaking out because he didn't have the required genitals to attend this class. Like, I wish I could make this shit up, but I'm not making it up. I've got witnesses, and I was kind of blown away, and I was like, oh, he was on it. He even posted like a little meme of two people standing at a water fountain talking about how people used to be so bigoted that only white people could drink from this water fountain. And I was like, is this dude seriously comparing his struggle as a white male
yoga class?
I can't. I really just can't. And I was like, and he wouldn't let it go either. The person who originally posted it was very nice, and she was like, I'm sorry that you feel this way, blah, blah, blah. And he continued to attack her. And I was like, you are the problem. Like, I can't.
What was the event that he couldn't go to?
It was a biking, so it was a special yoga class for bikers or cyclers. Oh crap, our doorbell's gonna go off in just a second, so maybe we can just wrap up real quick, because I feel like we've covered some good stuff, so that's your sexism of the week.
Don't forget to hydrate.